everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Just finished my face shave with the Hawk and it was superb. Really impressed. As you can see, I've not got much redness down here at all like I normally get. I don't know whether my technique's changed very recently. I don't know whether using the Timeless has given me a different feel for razors. I don't know. It didn't feel as smooth as the Timeless, but I ended up with just as good a result in the end. Now, moving on to my head shave. As you probably, in fact, I'm not even going to put it in the beginning. I'm just going to put head to head, epic head to head. Why not? Because this will be pretty epic, I would think. Probably my two favourite razors in the den going together in a head shave. The Timeless, 0.95 blade gap, full stainless steel. Beautiful razor. Super smooth, super efficient. Nice heavy weight, just gorgeous. Up against the Mueller R41 Twist, which once again is a beautifully designed, beautifully executed, pristine razor. There's not a single thing on this razor that looks out of place. Everything about it is superb. So, I was going to use a new soap, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick to soap which I trust and absolutely love for scent, performance, everything. So I'm going to be using Kai Shaveworks Grape Delicious. You'll probably see this in the video, in the photograph at the start. This is pretty much level with Wickham 1912 Club Cola at the top of my list. There's 3 soaps I'm going to be getting in April, hopefully getting, that may or may not knock these 2 off the top spot. We'll soon find out. So let's get stuck in. Have my brush soaking. So the brush, I don't know if I've used this for a head shave yet. I think I have. Another Wolf Whiskers. As you can see, this is the Tyrian shaped handle with iron throwing colours, which is red, black and like shiny glimmery silver. 2-band TGN Finest Badger knot. Beautiful knot. It's got gel tips, hook tips. I've been made aware that it's possibly the same thing. I've got no idea. All I can tell you is this thing feels like a cloud on your face for an actual hairbrush. Beautiful brush. Right on top, the Kai Shaveworks soap. So I'll load the brush up and then I'll transfer this onto a bowl and we shall bowl lather, because that's the way I do my head shaves. I just like to have that extra lather in the bowl for me, ready to go if I need it. Jesus, look how long I loaded for there, and look at that already. Just off that, oh, look at that dodgy big hair sticking out there, see it? Right. Saponificio Varacino Shaving Grail Bowl. The holy grail of shaving bowls. This thing is superb with the handle in there. It's just brilliant. Pop a good bit of water in the bottom, not a good bit, a reasonable amount in the bottom, because these Badger brushes for some reason just seem to hold, well they do, they hold water. So you don't need quite as much water in your bowl with the soap to lather it up. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to scoop all this lather off the bowl, off my soap as well, because there's still tons in here. Just slot it into the bowl. Right. Nothing like wasting a little bit of time. Just dip the tips a bit there because I've put in quite a bit of load on this brush and in the bowl as well. And it does whip up a great lather in the bowl, this brush. As you can see, it's starting to come together already. Look at that. And a good dip of the water. The scent is superb. If you love grape soda, grape lollies, grape candy, grape sweets, and it's not like a real grape, it's that artificial sort of, this is what a grape should smell, because I love it. I love all these scents, they make me feel like a kid again. Oh, scent's just pouring out the bowl. Scent strength out the tub, probably a 6 scent strength. Out the bowl, it's around about a 6 or 7, maybe a little bit more, if I'm honest. So with this shave, I'll be doing half the head with the Müller R41 and half the head with the Timeless. Right, as you can see there, that's a superb lather. Whew. And here we go. It's been a little while since I've pulled out the old Badger. I'm not exclusive synthetic yet, but I tell you, I'm very close. I'm definitely following that route of Christopher Bailey, but I do enjoy using the Badger every now and then. I think it's good to keep your hand in with things that have been around for many, many years. So I've just watched CDB's head shave this morning, believe it or not, while I was standing on a 2-storey roof cleaning windows. Right, we'll start off with the Müller R41. I'm going to try and keep it to this side, so let's do this side with the Müller, this side with the Timeless. Oh yeah, and I've got a brand new Persona blade, Persona Lab Blue in both razors. I think I've just took the top off a spot there. Not 100% sure. Yeah, I have. That's alright. I don't let that get to me anymore. I do get these spots in the back of my head and there's not much I can do with them, unfortunately. Other than nip the tips off. One thing I will say about Chris Bailey is he managed to do such a quick head shave. I was very impressed without getting any nicks or cuts. Although, to be fair, what I read about the one blade is it's a very safe razor. So it's a good razor, I would imagine, if you haven't shaved your head for a long time, to get you back into it again, definitely. It's definitely, from what I read and what I hear, nothing like an R41. Right, let's just invigorate the lather a little bit on this side. So I've definitely got a little nick over here. Where is it? It's only just a tiny little spot. And I've got a few, so there's nothing I can do. Right, onto my numero uno razor at the moment, the Timeless. R41, very smooth. Cannot argue with it. Timeless, straight away, first little bit there, smoother. Yeah, it's definitely smoother. Is it more efficient? It feels the same on the top, if I'm honest. So once I remove a bit more, we'll find out.
In the next 6 hours, or get evicted from my shop or my legs. I don't like this book. I'm not a retard. Go away, we're closed. Australia. What am I going to do?
Manny, you still have those funny little sunglasses you've got to rip them up.
Yeah, they're in the bathroom. Do you think they're funny looking? I'm short. I'm your chatting.
Yeah, it's far smoother. And we'll soon find out in a minute just how much more efficient it is, or how efficient it is compared to the R41. Very difficult to find a razor more efficient than the R41, I've got to say.
What's this? This is no good. Tiny televisions. Let's just go someplace we can play cards.
Yeah, that little nick's already healed itself already. Right, let's have a feel. Now there's a surprise. It feels more smooth with the grain on the back on the Timeless side. It really does. I'm really surprised. I thought the R41, given its reputation, the look of it, the feel of it, the blade exposure, the aggressiveness of it, it is an aggressive razor, no doubt about it. I used to use the word efficient. The more I look at it, it is an aggressive razor because you have to be careful with it. If you're not, it will cut you. The Timeless, on the other hand, doesn't feel aggressive at all. It looks beautiful. It doesn't look aggressive. It does, but it doesn't look aggressive. The gap and the blade exposure look a lot, but it's nothing like the teeth on the R41 really look quite scary, but there's not much blade showing. On the Timeless, you've got a lot of, see if I can show you, there's a lot of blade showing, and it does look quite sort of intimidating looking, but beautiful. But after the first pass, the Timeless is winning. I know in the end it'll be BBS, so I can't say what's a better razor because they both do a great job. But so far, the Timeless has scored it just slightly. Look at that ladder. Woo! Beautiful stuff. And obviously the other thing is as well, I have nicked myself already with the R41, which I did with my face yesterday with the Timeless, but it is a new razor in my hand. It's a totally different feel. And I mean that, it is a totally different feel to any other razor on your face that I've used so far. But I'm just so impressed with the feel of it. It feels so mild. You can sort of feel the blade, but you don't. But it's so efficient. It's a combination I didn't think would be possible. Hang on a minute, guys.
Good. There's another one of those solicitors letters. What about the others?
It's time for a little drink. It's bloody hot over here today. I'm just going to empty the sink out. Oh, that's filling up, we'll get stuck in again. Right, against the grain. On the back and side. R41 first. And I tell you right now, you've got to be very careful with this. Because you cannot mess about with this razor. The R41 will take chunks out the skin if you lose concentration for the slightest little bit of time. It takes no prisoners at all.
What you said now you have about a week ago?
I don't remember agreeing to that.
Do you remember that night last week when you slept on a revolving door? Okay, remember when you ran out of tobacco so you to make your own pubic test? Well, it was in between those two rings. Oh, I've had enough.
I tell you what though, these Personna blades are great, so smooth. I was going to use either the Permasharp or the Paul Silvers today for my head shave. But because I don't have a lot of them, I don't want to waste them. Not waste them, but for this sort of a shave, it's not something that I wanted to really use. I'd rather use a blade that I used before. That I trust. And it also gives me something to sort of compare with. Right, R41 done, onto the timer side. I'm just going to reinvigorate the lather again because it's just fading away a bit because I'm taking so long. Add a little bit of water. Yeah, straight away it just feels smoother. It just feels so mild, I can't. Feels so mild, but it's not a mild razor. It's very, you'd be sick of me saying it, it's just very deceiving. If I gave you this razor and told you to use it, you would think it was a mild razor. It just glides. I don't know if you noticed the difference in the time, the amount of time that took me there. Yeah, it's in a different league, total different league, it really is. I know people out there are going to say, can it replace the R41? Yeah, quite easily. Could quite easily. In fact, it could replace every razor in my den right now. I could sell everything and be happy with that. That to me is how good that razor is. Right, I'm just going to scoop everything out of the brush now, as much as I can out of the bowl. I will say one thing that I've noticed just straight there, just with a bit of water. The left back side of my head feels slightly more irritated than the right that was done with the R41. So there's one thing that I've noticed straight away when I wet my head then. Right, I'm going to lather up again, just for the touch-up pass. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of irritation on my Timeless side on the back, but I am still getting used to the razor. I'm used to the R41. It's been my go-to razor for months and months now for my head, so I know how to hold it, I know how to use it, I've got the angle spot on with it, got the weight right with it. So I'm expecting slightly different reactions to my skin with the Timeless. Right, squeeze all the excess out of the brush. Got a stray hair there, which is one of the downsides to having a Badger brush, in my opinion. And yeah, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and do the pickups on one side with the R40, on this side with the R41, and I'll try and do the pickups on the other side with the Timeless. The one thing the R41 does have for a head shave I find is better is the weight. It's a lot lighter than the Timeless. So I don't find that I get any fatigue in my arms. Sounds silly, but with the Timeless it's a heavy razor. Yeah, and by heavy it's not like you can't lift it off the table obviously, but when you're holding your arm like that, especially with my sore shoulder at the moment, it takes its toll over a head shave, it really does. So if I can get through a whole head shave without any fatigue in my arm, that's good. I get that with the R41. This, on the other hand, is a much smaller razor, but it's, God, it won't be far off twice the weight, honestly. It's a very heavy razor, very well built razor. In overall quality, it's hands down goes to Timeless. But for a mass-produced razor, the R41 is superb in style. Quality. It's still got it. but the Timeless is far smoother. It really is. No contest on the smoothness. There we have it. Lovely BBS shave on the head again. Just have a quick feel. Put a little bit of foam on there, just for a bit of track, bit of slickness. That's it. I think that's about the only bit I missed. Superb shave, I tell you what. I think that little cut in the back of my head there is absolutely fine, so I must just nick that a little bit. But that feels superb. I love this soap. The soap is tremendous, K-Shave Works. Scent, performance, cushion, protection, glide, slickness, it's just great, and the scents are just superb. I've got Limelight there, and I will be getting Snow Dog. I think it's Snow Dog. I cannot wait. Wintergreen is my #1 scent on the face of the earth, without a question. I cannot wait to get hold of it. That and Sterling Glacial Wintergreen and Sterling Ice Pineapple. That's my next 3 soaps. 3 soaps. I cannot wait. Okay, so let's move on. I'll move on to the alum block again. Yeah, irritation right along this back section here. Oh, you can't see in the mirror. If you look in the mirror in the back there, you'll sort of see where I'm pointing. But on this section of head here, sort of where your neck comes up and then it comes out to that bump just on the side here. So this section here, always get irritation there. Always. I'm starting to really enjoy these alum blocks. Hate the flavour, tastes like shit, but it does a good job of healing up and starting to heal the skin. Not close the pores, because recently I found out that you can't close the pores. In fact, you can't even open them. So there you go. I was quite amazed by that. I used to think when you get hot or you wet your head and you get it with hot water, you're actually opening the pores and all that, but you're not. All you're doing is causing your skin to heat up and to release oils. And when you cool the skin, or use something like that, you're actually causing the skin to react, cool, and stop releasing oils. Right, I'll just stick to the citrus again. Or will I? Yeah, well, citrus. Humphreys alcohol-free citrus witch hazel. As good as theirs. Lovely stuff. Excuse me, I always get it every time I come on camera. Must be a nervous jitter. I'm sticking to the fruity sort of thing, grapelicious, citrus. Good splash of this. Right, back onto the face again. Now, one thing I've noticed with the Humphreys, and not so much with theirs, is it actually tastes nice. You shouldn't be drinking it, but whenever you lick your lips with it, it actually tastes fruity, slightly citrusy. I find with theirs it doesn't. It just tastes like witch hazel. It doesn't smell like witch hazel, a lot of it, but it tastes like it. In fact, you know what I should have used? I should have used the peach theirs because it's beautiful. Right. I know I said I wasn't going to go through my stuff anymore because it's a waste of time, but I'm going to do it because whenever I use theirs, I like it to dry in before I use my next part. So while it's drying, I can show you what I've used again. First thing in my hand, Saponificio Varasino Shaving Grail Bowl. Still got a little bit of lather in there. Still smells superb. Kai Shave Works, Grapelicious. Absolutely top-notch scent. And from what I can see on there, I'm not sure whether that's, I don't know, it's an old school American sort of, might be a cafe or something, I'm not sure. Might have done grape soda in there, but scent's phenomenal. Loads of soap for your money as well. It is I think it's 5.8. Oi, good catch. Pretty sure it's 5.8. Oh, it's not, 6 ounces. A little bit less now because I did send the sample off to one of the guys in Perth. And what do we use? The stars of the show. Mueller R41, Timeless 0.95 gap. I'm not sure what the R41 is in terms of gap, but there's not really any gap on the R41, you just get blade and that's it. Both beautiful razors, both do a great job. On this occasion, I find the Timeless smoother, more efficient, which I never thought I would say. I thought this would be very tough to beat. I find this more efficient than an R41. Now the gentleman that I'm buying this off of, Con, found this very, very mild and not doing a great job, but he does have very, very thick beard growth and he enjoys the R41. He's just bought himself a Wunderbar, or a Wunderbar, from Razor Rock. Not from Razor Rock, but from someone that was selling it. Got it for a cracking price. I think he got what they paid for it from Razor Rock, he paid for it, which I think is superb that people are out there doing that rather than trying to make a big buck. But this outperforms this on smoothness, on efficiency, surprisingly enough, and on quality. Quality of this Timeless razor is superb, better than anything I've used, better looking than anything I've used, better than any razor in my den. And the only thing I think that'll ever trump it will be a Wolfman whenever I get one, and that's, in all honesty, the only thing I think that's going to beat this in my eyes. Not that that's a bad looking razor, beautiful razor, does a great job, but just when it comes down to the bottom line, it was beaten today. It was definitely beaten. Okay, I'm pretty much dried in now. So I'm going to hit it now with the Nivea. I'll see if I can put that there so you guys can see it. 2-phase aftershave lotion. This stuff, they started storing it in our local Coles. I've actually picked up a second bottle because it's on special for $8 over here, $8 Australian. So that's like $5 or $6 in America, and probably £5 or £6 in the UK or something like that. Maybe even less than that in the UK. So give it a good shake. It's got that sort of Nivea scent to it, but I tell you what, it's got a hell of a burn, and then the menthol kicks in, and the menthol's superb. It's got loads of menthol and slickness. Whew. Oh, I smell the menthol straight away. Oh, I've actually missed a bit yet. Don't do this at home, kids. Now the reason I can get away with that is because this has got a superb slickness, this stuff, whatever they put in it. Wow. And there comes the menthol. It's starting to cool now, which is great. I'm just going to finish off with a quick squirt with a stray whisker balm on that side. Just a tiny little dollop. And there we have it, another superb head shave using two superb razors. And I probably would never get rid of my R41, but is it going to get used as much now? I don't think it will. I'm going to find it really difficult to pull the razors out of my den at the moment with this Timeless sitting there. It's superb, absolutely superb. What a shave, what a double shave. My face, even my face with the Hulk today was great, but I think I've got a little bit of redness down here, which I'm not getting with the Timeless. Once again, just how good it is. It's superb. And look, it's not going to be for everyone. It's a lot of money to spend on a razor, so I still advise you with caution. If you've got the money to spend and you don't mind not blowing it, but spending it on a razor, go for it. I think it's a great razor. It's worth every penny, in my opinion. If you don't have the money, or you're scraping money together to get it, probably have more of a think on it. A razor's a razor, but it's superb. Looks great, feels great, great knurling, shaves better than anything else I've ever used. I've used probably 15 to 20 razors now, and that's the best shaver, without question, by a mile. So in my opinion, it's worth the money. No, hands down worth the money, because that's what you've got to pay for it. That's what it is. All your charcoal goods, your Wolfmans, they cost money. You're going to pay more for them. They're premium objects, pretty much handmade. So yeah, if you want to pull the trigger on it, go for it. I highly recommend the razor. It is superb. And anyway, I'm getting up to 40 minutes. I don't want to go over that 40-minute mark and have Ken Lee laughing at me because I keep hitting 40 minutes, but I'm pretty consistent with 35 to 40 minutes for my head shaves, but I do enjoy them, and I do talk a lot of shit in between. Anyway guys, I'll leave you to it. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.